tall guy. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey!
So this is my first performance as a performer. Yeah, I've been here 2 times before, but as an audience member, not as a performer. So I still don't know very much about this stand-up thing. You might notice I get pretty nervous, I stutter a lot, I move my hands like crazy. Oh, by the way. Okay, that's better now. But the thing that surprised me the most about being here on stage was the audience of a stand-up comedy, you guys. You guys always laugh at the wrong times. There you go again! What's wrong? Because I was here last time, I was telling my joke, I got to the punchline, which is the line where you're supposed to laugh. You guys, I happen to mention that I'm from Portugal, and everyone's bursting with laughs. How come being from Portugal is funny? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this was the funny part of my performance. I'm gonna get to the boring parts next. Since this is my first real performance, I'm gonna have to explain my name to you. So, hello everyone, my name is João. Can you guys say it? João.
João.
Yeah, João. Yeah, you can read the little notes like this. João. Say João. João. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, pretty good. It's much better than my German friends who call me João. Hey João, how you doing, João? Anyway, I'm used to it now. It's okay. I don't mind. So João is a Portuguese name, of course, and it translates to John or Johan. That's it was that. Yeah, João. And I know it can be very difficult to pronounce right if you don't know Portuguese. In fact, it's so difficult that the other day I went to this bar with karaoke, and I wanted to sing a song. So I went to the show host, and I said to the guy, "Okay, I wanted to sing a song." And he says, "Okay, so tell me the name of the song you want to sing. Tell me your name, and then we'll call you back later to sing." And I say, "Okay, my name is João." Sorry, what's that? João. João? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So he writes something on his paper, and he say, "Okay, go ahead and sit down. We'll call you later." So an hour passes by, and the guy is calling a bunch of people to sing, and my name is never coming up. And then suddenly he goes up on stage and says, "Okay, I've got the name here. Is this Takan? Tokan?" And I'm looking at the guy and I say, "Okay, that's me." And I go up on stage and I say to the guy, "Dude, you wrote that thing. How could you understand what's written there?" And he said, "Oh, he must remember my face or something." He said, "Oh yeah, I remember now. It's João." So my second name is Paulo, and that's easier to pronounce for you, right? You all know São Paulo is Brazil, so it's okay. So my first 2 names are João Paulo, which translates to John Paul. And John Paul always reminds me of the latest Pope, which was John Paul II. And that's very useful because it's translated to every language. So for a long time, every time I wanted to translate my name to any other language, I would say, "Okay, what do you call the Pope?" And you guys here in Germany will say Johannes Paul II. And I say, "Okay, that's me." Just without the Zweite. But then the Pope died, and a new Pope came along. And believe it or not, this made it much more difficult for me. So when I came here to Germany, I met one of my co-workers. And maybe this guy is very young. He's like 20 years or 21 years or something. He's a kid. and he wanted to know about my name. And I said, okay, what do you call the Pope? Oh, but not this Pope, the Pope before this Pope. And the guy says, okay, Benedict 16. And I said, no, not that Pope, the Pope before that. And he says, there was a Pope before that? Again, it's too young. And I say, no, dude, don't you remember? There was the Pope died, and they had to select a new Pope, and there was the white smoke and the black smoke and all that crap. So the Pope who died, what did you call him? And says, Benedict 15. And I said, no, it's not Benedict 15, it's a different name. It says, dude, if he comes before Benedict 16, he must be still Benedict 15. And I'm already desperate. I don't know what to say next. And I try to tell him, no, it doesn't work this way. It has a different name. And the guy looks to me and says, dude, are you crazy or something? You're not making any sense. And at this point I say, okay, I'll forget it. Just call me João. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into the next topic. I haven't got a good segue for this. So I'm going to jump right into the next topic, which is tomorrow. You know what tomorrow is? Thursday. Valentine's Day! Yeah! So who loves Valentine's Day around here? Oh, not so many people. And who hates Valentine's Day? Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna say I hate Valentine's Day. I just strongly dislike Valentine's Day. I'm gonna explain you why. So although I'm single now, I've been married before. So I have got a pretty good idea of what it's like of how you end up on Valentine's Day when you're single and when you're married. So usually when you're single, you end up sitting on the couch, drinking, watching TV, watching romantic comedies in TV, and feeling miserable because you're all alone. I mean, for the amount of whiskey you have, it should be called Valentine's Day, not Valentine's Day. When you're married, you end up sitting on the couch, drinking, and watching TV because your wife kicked you out of the bedroom because she didn't like your present, or the restaurant you went to was too cheap, or you wanted to offer her flowers and you gave her, like, I don't know, orchids instead of lilies. And basically you're feeling miserable because it's Valentine's Day and you're not gonna have sex. Because everything in Valentine's Day has to be perfect. Perfect present, the perfect dinner, perfect everything. And because it has supposed to be so perfect, anything can go wrong. So you go with your wife or girlfriend to a fancy restaurant, like an exquisite one. You have to make reservations weeks in advance. And you get into the restaurant and it's already filled with other couples. And you can feel the peer pressure crawling inside of you. And you know you have to be at least as romantic as all the other couples in there. And then the problems begin, the tiny little details that can slowly ruin what could be a perfect evening. First, you wait too long to get the waiter's attention. That can get you already nervous. Then one of you keeps talking about work, and the other one gets bored. And then some pretty girl you know shows up with some guy, and she says hello to you, and she goes sit on the other side of the restaurant, and suddenly the conversation is about her, and now you smile too much to her. So when it comes to time to give her the present, which is the perfect present you are supposed to give her, what do you know? She doesn't like it. Because one, it's too cheap, or two, it's more expensive than the one she gave you. So, and at this point, Valentine's ruined and you're sleeping on the couch tonight. So, anyway, this is just a worst case scenario. I don't want to jinx Valentine's Day for you guys. I wish you guys a great Valentine's Day tomorrow. Not a perfect one, just a great one. And if any of you guys are still waiting for some sign to ask your crush out on a date tomorrow, you're welcome. Thank you very much.